How sweet is this one? HJ47. I believe it's a 1984. We'll go and have a closer look soon and why I can't tell. But this one's an ex-military vehicle and some people might know more about them. I don't know. I've asked around to find out if it's North Force, if it's military, if it's, well, we know it's military, but we don't quite know if it's a North Force, a very rare one, or if it's just standard military, the RAF base. I can't get that history. There is a Facebook page. There's a lot of dudes that really know their stuff in the military 40 series owners group that could probably answer this, but I'll tell you, it's pretty damn cool having a piece of Australian history like that here at Mr Landcruiser. Now, Chippa owns this one. Chippa, if you're into your pro surfing and pro sports, people know Chippa Wilson. Chippa Wilson it's not his first Landcruiser. This dude, not only does he drive a postie bike, but he also has a 60 that he dailies and drives. So already one of us, but now he's purchased this one here in Queensland. And I believe it's going to make its way over to Western Australia, to where Chippa is. Now the history of this one, I know where it was purchased from, so I rang up and they said that it, after its military life, was in Darwin and stayed in Darwin on a cattle property and stayed there for many, many years. And I've actually got some photos of it on the cattle property. It's pretty cool. And then from there, one of the stockmen or a farmhand or one of the jackaroos took a shining to it, purchased it and took it all the way back to Victoria. And he owned it until just recently, where it's found a new home in Queensland. And from Queensland, it's going to Chippa in WA. Very, very cool. Outside this vehicle, there's things that scream military straight away, and there's a fair bit there. This, what some people might say is an ugly looking bar, well, that's part of its history. That is been there since the dealers got that ready for the military. So that one's standard. This tarp is all aftermarket. That has been put on recently. This roof does not belong there. It was a complete soft top, but that obviously it's been destroyed, so they've made this. Done it pretty good. It's so nice inside. But above is being a soft top. It's the military ones had an extra piece right around here, and that was just so that these were 11 seaters. They had seats in the back. We'll go inside soon, but that, to my knowledge, is only Australian military issue. I've never seen it anywhere else. Again, comment if you know more or you've seen something somewhere else in the world where they've cut down the roof and put the extra bits on there. At the rear of the vehicle, it's got provisions for the military as well. The back door and jerry can holders, plates to put, I don't know what they would have put ID tags on there. This one doesn't have any more. One real cool thing, and we've seen them, they used to have lights on the diff. Some guys would know this. They had lights shining on the diff, so in convoys at night they could follow each other by looking at their diffs, but planes above couldn't see them. That's all missing. That's a shame. We've got a couple here just for nostalgia that aren't for sale. We'll have a quick look underneath the bonnet, and she's pretty old, rough and ready, but it's still in great working condition. Look at under here, she's still got a lot of outback dirt on it. That's not what it's in here for. We have consolidated a few things. We've done some mechanical, we've done some plumbing on this, we've done what we had to. Just make sure it's turnkey, all the gauges work, you can keep his eye on temps and things like that, drive it straight away. What we've also done, again, Chippa owns a 60. He knows what the 2Hs are like to drive. He knows it needs a 5-speed. So while it's in Mr Landcruiser, we threw a 5-speed in this bad boy, and that was the main reason it came here, was for the 5-speed. Done, diddy done. Now, at the start of this video, I said 1984 or something. Most of the HJ47s have a second plate here. Can't find the plate anywhere. But I don't know, I can't even find the old rivet holes. So I don't know why there's no plate, or it looks to be there was never a plate there. But we know it's got a tacho and disc brakes. So we kind of know that it's late 82, 84. So I'll just make it up and call this one a 1984. Okay, one thing we're just having a chat. I jumped inside, we're looking at the plates. These military ones came out with different identification tags and plates on them. One's beside my right butt cheek, down there. There is another one just outside the passenger door. It says OG something, I'll have to have another look. But on the dash, there's another identification plate. And that plate has a set of numbers, date of delivery, and it says 1983. So we've just dated it. It's not a 1984. This thing was delivered in 1983. So that's cool. I've learned something while doing a walk around. Also inside, this thing's just rough and ready. He's gonna love it. It's absolutely got so much character. It's got the old brake control unit here on the dash. That has been there since day dot. All the military ones have them. Bucket seats. I'm sitting in bucket seats. Do you know that in Australia, there's Troopy didn't come out with bucket seats unless it's military. They all had bucket seats. Well, I haven't seen any with a bench seat. So all the North Forces, they all had bucket seats, headrests, and this console is the same one that's been there from day dot. And just behind the console is a toolbox. That toolbox I've seen in the all military Troopies as well. So there are a lot of guys that know a lot more about these than I do. So definitely fill us in with some comments on YouTube or wherever, and just give us some knowledge, because this is a great, again, it's a great piece of history. The seats are all removed in the rear, so I'm sure Chippa's going to throw some surfboards and what have you in here. I have driven this one. It's so nice to drive. It's still got the factory flooring, the Toyota. It has, now we've put a couple of cup holders down the bottom that we sell for Chippa's beverages, and it has also got aftermarket door cards to go with the seats. The seats have been reupholstered in their life as well. Apart from that, she's pretty bloody sweet. It's been such a pleasure having this thing here. I love it to bits. It's got so much character. There's a history. I have taken this for a drive, not far, but I've been able to take it on the bitumen and really get to enjoy this before it leaves. We're all having a yarn underneath. It appears to have a Gen 2 engine in there. Don't really know to prove that it's been swapped, but in 1983, perhaps that engine isn't the original engine. I don't know that as a fact, but I tell you what, she's running like a pearler now. He's going to absolutely love this. I've changed my mind. It's not an 84. It's a 1983 Troopy HJ47. Military spec. Woo!